What's up, everybody? It's JT Sports Match, you guys, with another video. This video, I'm here with my Green Bay Packers versus the Carolina Panthers Week 10 NFL preview and prediction. I'm going to be previewing this game, breaking down this game, give my analysis of this game, and give my prediction of who will win this game. And before I begin, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, upload NFL videos and college football videos daily. Also, make sure to hit that notification button, which is the little bell icon right next to the subscribe button. It'll let you every time I upload a new video so you don't miss a new upload. Now, we have the 5-3 Carolina Panthers, who are coming off of a win versus the Tennessee Titans last week. And the Green Bay Packers are coming off of a very surprising loss versus the LA Chargers. And if any of you guys are going to ask me, JT, how did Green Bay Packers lose to the LA Chargers? I really cannot give you a great answer. Green Bay, I guess you can say Green Bay lost that game because they were not able to run the football. And the strength of Green Bay's team, their identity is running the football. Matt LaFleur, when he was brought in to be the head coach of the Green Bay Packers, he wanted to make this Green Bay Packers team have a legit run game. And Green Bay, over the last couple of weeks, we've been able to see Green Bay run the football. Well, in this game, they were not able to run the football effectively, and it was a big reason why they lost this game, because a big part of this Green Bay offense, their identity, or what you would call it, their identity of their team, their main focal point is being able to run the football and take pressure off of Aaron Rodgers. Well, the Green Bay Packers were not really able to have a lot of success running the football last week, and that was a big reason why they lost the game. Aaron Rodgers also got hit a lot of times. He was under a lot of pressure. Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa had half of a sack each. Both of those guys had a sack apiece, and both of those guys were getting a lot of pressure on Aaron Rodgers in that game. And then plus you got to take into effect that the LA Chargers were a desperate team. Now, I don't think the loss to the LA Chargers doesn't mean that Green Bay is not a good team, because I still think that Green Bay is one of the best teams in the NFC. I just think that Green Bay had a bad game. They just got caught on a bad day. And plus you take into the fact that they were playing a desperate LA Chargers team. And when you're playing, here's what people fail to realize. When you play these teams in the middle of November, a lot of people say November is when the real NFL season really starts, because for the LA Chargers, their playoffs start now. Their playoffs start last week, because they cannot afford to lose any more games. They basically have to win now. They can only afford to lose maybe one more game. But LA was a desperate team, and this was a team that came out and they really, really wanted to win the game. And I know I hate saying this. I know a lot of people hate when people say this, but I guess you can say that the Chargers want to win the game a lot more than the Green Bay Packers wanted to win the game. Now, I know that's a lazy analysis, and I know a lot of people hate using that term, and I know I hate using that term. But I mean, I can't really explain how Green Bay lost to the LA Chargers. I just think that Green Bay just had a bad game. They just had a bad day, and the LA Chargers were just a better team that day. Now, Green Bay is still one of the best teams in the NFC, but I just think that they just had a bad day. They had a bad game. If you're looking for a good explanation of why Green Bay lost that game to the Chargers, I'm sorry, I can't give you one, because I just honestly do not know how they ended up losing that game to the Chargers. I just don't know. So if you're looking for a legit explanation of why Green Bay lost that game versus the Chargers, I can't give you one. I'm sorry, but I just can't give you one. So the only thing Green Bay can do is get over that loss. It was disappointing, but look at this chance that they have ahead of them in this Carolina Panthers team. Because look, this is a Carolina Panthers team that, look, and Green Bay struggled versus that LA Chargers pass rush last week, then they're in for a lot of trouble this week. If they struggled against the LA Chargers last week, they're not able to get that pass protection taken care of. They're going to be in for a long game versus the Carolina Panthers team, because this is a Carolina Panthers team that has one of the best defensive lines in all of football, one of the best front sevens, and this is the best pass rushing team in the NFL. They're number one in the NFL in sacks per game, averaging 4.2 sacks per game. So I mean, if Green Bay had trouble blocking this LA Chargers front seven or their pass rushing unit with Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram, they're going to have a lot of trouble this week if they're not able to protect Aaron Rodgers this week, because you're facing a very good pass rushing unit in the Carolina Panthers, the best pass rushing group in all the NFL. So, I mean, Green Bay, they're going to have to get that run game going there, because, look, I think another reason why you can say Green Bay lost to the Chargers is because eventually Green Bay, they just couldn't run the football, and they just became run-dimensional on the offensive side of the ball. So when Green Bay couldn't run the football and Green Bay was down, that's when those pass rushers love it, because when you're down and you know that the only way you get back into the game is by throwing the football, those pass rushers love it, because now those pass rushers, they can tee off and they can just play the pass, and they don't have to worry about running the football. That's what pass rushers love the most, and when they're playing with the lead and don't have to worry about the team trying to run the football. So I guess that's another reason why, is because Green Bay, since they couldn't run the football, they had to overly rely on Aaron Rodgers to win the game for them, and it just ain't happened. So I mean, in this game, Green Bay's going to have to come back and do what they've been doing the last couple of weeks, besides from last week, and run the football with Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones if they want to be able to win this game. Because look, we saw Green Bay struggle last week and pass protection and whatnot. So, I mean, if Green Bay struggled in pass protection last week versus the LA Chargers, then they're going to be in for a whole lot of trouble when they're facing this Carolina Panthers pass rushing unit. So, Green Bay's going to have to get this thing turned around. And the Carolina Panthers, I mean, we're looking at the Carolina Panthers. This is a Carolina Panthers team that's still looking very good. Christian McCaffrey is looking like an MVP candidate so far. I have him in my MVP conversation right now. He's the best halfback in all of football. He's putting up mind-boggling stats this year. You look at what he did last season. Last season was very impressive, but this year he's on pace to overdo what he did last season. He's going to break a lot of records at the end of this season. So Christian McCaffrey, he definitely has to be in a lot of people's MVP conversations, because this dude has been having a monster season. And I mean, the Carolina Panthers, I mean, their defense has played very well. Carl Allen has played very well over the last couple of weeks as well. Cam Newton still isn't quite ready. He's actually going to miss a couple of more games as well. So I mean, the Carolina Panthers, this team looks very good. So I mean, looking at my keys to victory with both of these teams to be able to win this game, like I've been saying all this video, the Carolina Panthers have to be able to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers. The Panthers have the best pass rushing group in the NFL. They're number one in the NFL in sacks per game with 4.2 sacks per game. And the Green Bay Packers allowed 3 sacks last week versus the LA Chargers. And that's with Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram. They caused a lot of trouble last week for the Green Bay Packers offensive line. So Green Bay struggled last week versus the LA Chargers. Then they're going to be in for a whole new awakening when they face this Carolina Panthers front seven. So I mean, they're going to have to get that thing taken care of. And the Carolina Panthers, they're able to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers, then they're going to have a good chance of winning this game. And also, Carolina is not listed on here, but they also need to stop the run, because this is Green Bay's identity. They want to run the football, and if Green Bay isn't able to run the football, then they kind of have to change who they are, and their identity is running the football. If they're not able to run the football, then you kind of have to rely on Aaron Rodgers to win the game for you. So if they're able to stop the run and get pressure on Aaron Rodgers, then they most definitely have a good chance of winning this game. And the last thing they have to be able to do is they have to be able to convert on third downs. Now, the Carolina Panthers are 27th in the NFL in third down conversion percentage. They're only converting on third downs on 32% of their time, on 32% of their appearances. So Carolina is struggling to convert on third down, and that's a big thing, because look, if you're the Carolina Panthers and you're facing a team that likes to run the football like a Green Bay, you have to be worried about time possession. And time possession is going to be very big in a game like this when you're looking at a Green Bay Packers team that loves to run the football. And when you have a team that's good at running the football and likes to run the football a lot, then they're most likely going to end up controlling time possession, and they're going to end up keeping your defense on the field, keeping your offense off the field. And if you're Carolina, you can't afford to have that happen. So they have to be able to convert on third downs, and they need to keep those drives going to be able to sustain those drives. Because look, so if you want to be a playoff caliber team and you want to make it to the playoffs, you want to have success in the playoffs, you have to be able to convert on third downs. And the Green Bay Packers' third down defense isn't really that good. They're middle of the pack when it comes to third down defense. They allow opposing offenses to convert on third downs 40% of the time. Over the last 3 games, they have allowed opposing opponents in their last 3 matches to convert on 55% of their third down conversions or third down appearances. So, I mean, the Carolina Panthers offense is going to have to be a lot better on third downs than what they have been over the last couple of weeks. And now, for what the Green Bay Packers have to be able to do to win this game is they got to run the football. You need to get back to your identity, what the strength of your team is. The strength of this team is running the football. This is a team now that doesn't need to rely on Aaron Rodgers to win the game for you anymore. This is a team that needs to be able to get back to what they were before last week, run the football with Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams, and get back to what you do best. And if Green Bay wants to win this game, they're going to have to be be able to run the football, because we saw what this LA Chargers pass rushing group was able to do last week. So if Aaron Rodgers has to win this game, then they're going to be in a lot of trouble versus a very good pass rushing group of the Carolina Panthers. So they need to get back to who they are, the identity of the football team. What Matt LaFleur was brought in to do is run the football and take the pressure off Aaron Rodgers. And the last thing Green Bay needs to be able to do is they need to control time possession. That's another thing. Green Bay is able to establish the run. They're also going to control time possession. They're going to tire out Carolina's defense. They're going to get Carolina's defense gas. And then they're going to be able to, do play action and whatnot and be able to take a lot of shots downfield with that defense and that defensive line being gassed, and the defensive line not really going to be able to get a lot of pressure on Aaron Rodgers because they'll be so tired. So the team now going with to win this game. This is tough. This is really, really tough. I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers to win this game. This game is at Lambeau, and I think Green Bay is going to end up bouncing back from that loss that they took last week versus the LA Chargers in the game. Now, I'm really surprised they ended up losing. And I mean, Carolina could win this game as well. This game can go either way. It's basically a coin flip. But I'm going to go with Green Bay. I think Green Bay is a better team right now than the Carolina Panthers. I just think it's going to be a tough environment asking the Carolina Panthers and Kyle Allen to go on the road and get the win at Green Bay in November, because it's already tough enough to win at Lambeau Field, but it gets very, very tough to win at Lambeau Field in November and in the months of December as well. So I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers to win this game. I think Green Bay wins this game 27-20 is my final score prediction in this game. So let me know who you guys think ends up winning this game down in the comment section down below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more NFL videos and content. And thanks for watching.